Right, I'm here with Andy Scaife, Managing Director of Quantum Pharmaceuticals. Thanks for joining us.
No problem.
You've heard a lot in the conference so far about the reforms, the future of community pharmacy. A lot of the community pharmacists are quite uncertain about their future roles. Do you share that anxiety? Do you understand that anxiety?
Yeah, I understand the anxiety. I mean, it's natural, isn't it? Change causes anxiety. I don't think in the round they need to be too concerned, though. I think it's a case of making sure that they work closely with the GPs, that they understand what the changes actually are going to mean in terms of the funds flow, and continue to provide good patient service. If you actually think about it, it's probably an opportunity for community pharmacy to provide wider service to the patient, help the doctors reduce their workload, and therefore become a more integral part of the health care service than perhaps they have been so far.
Yes, yeah. Obviously there's been a great deal made about the GP pharmacy collaboration and the ability to engage with one another. Do you see that process as being a smooth one, or do you see there being problems there? How do you look at that?
I think people are starting to recognise it's the thing that's needed, and in fairness there are lots of good examples of pharmacy and GPs working together, and it happens all the time. I think probably a bit more is being made of it as an issue than it actually is, and I think there's still some work to do, but I think naturally it'll come together as people recognise the need to do so and actually drive patient service higher. They'll work together naturally. That's my view.
Yeah. Is pharmacy hindered by a lack of decisive leadership, considering all the bodies that we have and all the regulatory things? Is there a lack of decisive leadership there?
No, I don't think so. I think in any event that the independent pharmacists and the pharmacy chains, have decisive leadership themselves. I think it's a period of uncertainty, so people are trying to find their place. But no, I don't believe so. And I think in time, as things settle down and people understand the practicalities of the changes, the decisive leadership will naturally fall out anyway.
Yeah. Just tell us about Quantum's plans for this year, just over the next sort of 12 months. What's the thrust of their goals?
Sure. Well, I mean, this year clearly we're keeping a close eye on the changes and making sure we understand them. We continue to drive patient service, which is what we're all about as an organisation. We've made some acquisitions recently, which means that we're focusing around reduces of wastage, improve patient compliance, and all the things that are actually helping drive the NHS in the right direction.
Well, thanks for joining us, Andy. Much appreciated.